Hello, this Getting Started video is going to provide you with an overview into the basic functionality of Hubcreate and how it differs from CenterCharge. We're going to go over how to access the various modules, how to create customized list views, and how the search function works within Hubcreate. When you first log into Hubcreate, you will notice that you will have access to various tabs at the top of the screen. We will refer to this as the navigation bar. Within the different navigation bar tabs, you will see that you have access to different modules throughout the system. The only two tabs within your navigation bar that do not have drop-downs are going to be your snapshot and your settings. Clicking on the Snapshot tab brings you back to the home page. On your home page within your snapshot are the various reporting mechanisms. To learn more about the snapshot, please see the video on how to create and access reports. If you click on Settings, this will bring you to the back end of Hubcreate where you have the ability to customize various aspects of Hubcreate. Please note that you can also access settings by clicking on your name and going to the Settings button. You will notice that the various tabs and functions of CenterCharge are listed here in Hubcreate. It's just a matter of knowing where to find them. Under the Communication tab is where you can find your tasks. Under the Hub tab is where you can find your locations and your products. Under the Member tab, you have your Accounts module and your Contacts module. Under Reports, you have Reports. And under Sales, you have your Leads, Opportunities, and Quotes module. All of the information that you are used to seeing in CenterCharge for the various pieces of Hubcreate can be found on these various modules. For today, let's use Leads as our example. Anytime you select any of the various modules, you're going to get a very similar view as you see on my screen. The only things that may differ are the various headers at the top of the list provided. When you select a module, the default view will be your recent items. The recent items list view will display all the records that you have most recently viewed that are tied to that particular module. All of the various modules are going to have a recent items list view, and it's going to be the default list view that comes up when you select that particular module. Please note that the recent items list view is not a list view that can be edited by you. If you wanted to select a different list view, all you would have to do is select the drop-down box here and search for the list view that you are interested in looking at. You do have the ability to view all records tied to a particular module simply by selecting the All List view. As you have noticed, the list views are simply an easy way to be able to customize the information that you want displayed on the screen. Each module within Hubcreate already comes with certain standard list views already pre-configured for you to use. Simply click on the drop-down box to see what is available. On top of the standard pre-configured list views, you now have the ability to create your own customized list views. From here, you have two options. You can simply start by clicking on Create New View, or you can actually access a pre-configured standard list view, copy it, and create a new one based off the original information. For example, if I wanted to create a list view based on new leads For a particular owner within the system, instead of all owners, I can select the new leads not yet contacted and select Edit. The first thing that you will want to do is make sure that you edit the view name to what you want it to show up as under the drop-down. Once you've applied the filters that you are looking to use, scroll down to the bottom of the page to select the fields that you want displayed against this list view when you first access that module. Simply look for the fields that you are interested in showing and select the arrow button. The last step is choosing who gets to view that particular list view. You have the option of selecting the Only Visible to Me box, and what that means is that only you logged into your particular user login will be able to access that particular view. If you keep that unchecked, then anyone within your company will be able to access that particular list view. So in a case like this, where you want to know all the new leads coming in tied to Claire Lewick, if this was your username, you could go ahead and check the Only Visible to Me so that only you were the one able to pull that list view. Once you are happy with the filters that you've applied and the fields that you want displayed, simply make sure that you save the list view. If you had currently been editing an existing list view, you want to make sure that you're selecting Save as New. Otherwise, if you select Save, it'll override the old information. Once done, now your newly created list view will appear in the drop-down for you to access for future reference. If you ever wanted to delete a list view, simply select the list view you want to delete, select Edit, select Delete. It is also important to note that you have the ability to export any of your list view information simply by selecting Export to Excel right beside the list view of your choosing. If you want to view one of the records within the list view, simply select the company name highlighted in blue, and it'll bring you to that particular record. Each page layout now has convenient quick buttons at the top of the screen for you to easily navigate around the page. For example, if you wanted to view the activity history tied to this particular record, simply select Activity History and it will bring you down to that particular list. At any point, if you wanted to go back up to the top of the screen, simply select the arrow button and it'll bring you to the top, or you can select Lead Information. You also have various quick buttons to the right of your page layout. The buttons listed here are functions that are more commonly used within that particular module. For example, for a lead page layout, you have an easy option to convert your lead to an opportunity or to an account. You also have the ability to change the lead status directly from this quick button. You can also assign yourself a new task, send an email to the email address associated with that particular lead, log a call, or book a tour. You can also return to your list view by selecting Back to List, or selecting the Actions button here. You have the ability to edit this particular lead, delete, or copy. By selecting Edit, it'll bring you to the Edit page layout, where now you have the ability to enter and edit any information assigned to that particular lead. Now let's talk about the search function within Hubcreate. This particular search function now searches all modules within settings, as well as data records within the module and apps within the software. The purpose of this design is to help users better navigate the software by using search as a tool in addition to searching for customer data. So what that means is that if I search for my particular name, it's not just going to search for an account with my name or a contact with my name. It actually is going to search for my name tied to any particular setting within the system. So as you can see, it's not only coming up with a particular contact associated with my name, but I'm also coming up under reports because I myself as a user had created several reports within the system. If more than 5 records are going to populate within the search results and you want to view more than the first 5 records that populate, simply select See More. Please note that the fields that the module returns within the search data is driven by the fields available in the pre-configured All List view for each module. So if I wasn't sure where to go to access leads, I could also go to the search bar, type in leads, and from there I also have the access to the leads module. If you have any further questions on accessing modules, creating or editing a list view, or how the search functionality works, please submit a support ticket by going to your name and log a case.